Welcome back, everybody. It's Empire State Warrior. I do have some info uh, regarding something. Me and Krieg was making some videos, and I didn't realize that my audio got shut off. So those two videos literally legit had no audio. So I scrapped them. I had to. There was nothing I could do with them. I couldn't edit them. I don't know how to edit at all, as you can tell from my videos. But I also didn't realize that the audio was off. The Mobizen didn't tell me or anything else, but as you can tell right now, the audio's on. And I don't understand that. But I'm guessing it was because me and Krieg was on call or something of that nature, but that's perfectly fine. We can always redo the video. It's not a bother to me. But as you can see, I'm doing a video over the Predator. This thing is... How do I put this in a way that's not mean? This thing is freaking fantastic. I'm honestly not afraid to say this thing could be OP. It could be OP. It's got great gun. 3-shot autoloader. 180 alpha per shell. And look at that shell velocity. It's a freaking railgun. I just did 600 in that clip. That is the juiciest clip I have ever gotten out of this tank. Honestly, probably ever will. This tank has great clip damage at 540. And the penetration is okay at 173. And I do suggest using the, not the improved ventilation, the, oh my God, calibrated shells. I don't have the HP buff, as you can see, but it's still got a great amount of HP at 1550. So you can do some pretty wicked things in this tank. And as you can tell, I'm not a stickler for tanks like this. I really didn't like heavy autoloaders. But I really like this tank. This tank is nice. It's got a good gun on it. It's quick. Well, it's decently quick. Let's put it that way. And you can see the accuracy is very, very good on the tank. Now, you won't often see a tank like this do very high damage games, but you'll see it, like, go out and play the games that need to be played correctly. And in this game, I'm playing exactly my role. I'm playing as a heavy tank that's armor on the sides suck. Armor on the back sucks. But the armor on the front is very good. So I'm trying to keep face up and at strange angles to where they have struggles penning me. That tank won't struggle to pen me. That tank will struggle to pen me, and I don't know how he penned me. Fair play. But he won't pen me this next shell, and he realizes it as he bounces. Probably should have used APCR there, buddy. But I'm pushing up. I'm trying to get shots in. I bounced the first shell, but I do get the next two shells, tracking him in place, and one of my teammates, I do believe, finishes him off. And the drag is about to rush the SU-100, and as you can see, I've already dropped 2,800 damage. So already a strong showing for the tank. I have a better game. I completely clip him, 515 alpha. That's very, very good. I do get the final 2 shots into him, however, finishing him off with that one, and then bad shot there. And then I just auto-aimed him. Okay. 3,474 damage. Great game. Honestly, a great game. I had another one that was 3,400 and something. I think it was 3,473. But as you can see, a very good game. And in a very good tank. This guy, his team sucked. He tried his best, but I played perfectly. I missed how many shots? I don't think I missed very... I actually missed a lot more than I thought I did. But, excuse me, I shattered my phone the other night, and it's not the nodes, it's the fact that I had to get a screen protector that's too big for the phone, so it doesn't work very well in that corner, because it won't go down to the phone. So, I've had to improvise a little bit. And as you can tell, it's worked out. But the next game is a way higher damage gain by around 600 damage. I hit 4K with this tank. And honestly, this tank could easily get 4K damage a game if you use it correctly. Now, when I mean use it correctly, I mean it literally has one of the best guns at its tier. I don't think it's as good as the Annihilators, but it's freaking close. The gun on this tank is fantastic. You never need to doubt that. The gun on this tank is fantastic. The accuracy and dispersion ratings are through the roof, and you won't have trouble penning anything low tier. Though you do have to worry about one thing, and that's the fact that you get low tiered often. And I mean it. You're getting low tiered a lot more than you should. In such a what type of tank should I call this? I'd call it a tandem tank. This tank is meant for low tiers. And that's obviously what it excels at. As you can see, I've already done 940 damage, plus 600 blocked. I'm about to get some more block damage here. I think from the M6. No, I don't block that shell. I thought I blocked that shell. Oh, no, it was from the VK. Okay, that's fine. But as you can see, my team didn't kill the Spear Panzer, but I'm aiming for that M6. And another shot from him bounced. And I'm making sure they can't get shots. I'm making sure I'm pushing them back and forth. I'm just playing it correctly. And I'm doing it in the best way that I can. I do completely clip him. I don't know exactly how much I did in that clip damage, because I don't think I do get another shot into him. I think he dies before. Yeah, he dies before then. So I'm aiming for the M6 here, and I do believe I take him out while bouncing another shell, and I'm at 1,335 damage blocked. That tells you how good this gun is. It tells you how good the tank is. You're able to bounce so many shots so easily. This poor Tankenstein. This poor Tankenstein. That was a high roll. That's 567 alpha on my clip there. That's... Wow, that's not... I'm at 3,790 damage, and I only block 1,300, but as you can see, the armor works. The armor works. If you use it correctly, the armor works. But the speed of the tank's not the best, and I don't get to clip him there, and this shot phases out of existence. I have no clue where that shot went, and at this point, 4,100 damage. I'm happy. I got 41. But a strong game. A very, very, very strong game. I didn't upvote anybody on my team on accident. And honestly, I feel bad about it. But just how this thing works. You want to get it in a position to where it can hold down and hit enemies that are front, forward, and facing you. Now, let me see. The gun. We're going to talk about the gun first. The aim time's not that good. The dispersion's okay at 0.32. The aim time at 4.4. The dispersion, the damage per minute is at 2,400. Really good DPM. Your magazine reload is at 10.4. That's really good for 500 and what? Give me a minute. 560 alpha gun? Yeah. 560. That's nutty. That's really nutty. That's a really nutty clip. Your penetration is 173 with the calibrated shells. And your premium will go through just about anything at tier 7 and will struggle a little bit with tier 8, such as like the IS-3, IS-5, stuff like that. But the tank it's so tall, it can literally look down on their hatches. So it is very, very good at that. I've actually done it to an IS-2 Pravda. And I might show that clip as an example for like a short little like 40-second video of an example of this thing face hugging. Maybe, I don't know. The average damage 180. So you're getting less damage than you expect, but the clip potential with that 180 is just perfect. You also have 145 on the composite ridge, which is a very strange number, and your high explosive is 250, which is a pretty normal number. Now your gun depression 6 degrees. That don't seem very good. That works quite well, and I mean it quite well. You have no camera rating because you're the size of a house, and your upwards point of the gun is, or inclination of the gun, is actually quite good at 20 degrees. The turret armor is 150 in the front. Your sides are auto-penned by HE. Don't show the size of your turret. Now, the rear of your turret is 65, so you may get lucky with someone like splashing you with HE. And your view range is actually really good for a heavy at 253 meters. That's very good. Your engine power, it's okay. You got 14 power-to-weight ratio, which is okay. Your average speed is 28 kilometers an hour. Your forward speed is 32. Your reverse speed is what is pretty good about this tank at 15. For a heavy tank, that's really quick. Now your hold turn ratio is awful. Just awful. You will never get around in time. You'll never get shots in time. You're literally just going to be standing there while like a T-43 is going derp, 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 and just circling you to death. And last but not least, the tracks. Basic tracks. Now we're going to be talking about the hull. 150 on the upper plate. The lower plate's weak. It's about 110 millimeters thick. So they're going to pen that quite easy. Your sides are extremely weak at only 75 millimeters. So you're going to get auto pen there. And your rear is so weak that, say, 50 millimeters of HE will go right through you. It's literally that weak, and it's very flat. So yeah, very bad. As I said, the concealment rating while stationary is 25%. Wow, that's a lot better than I thought. What is this concealment? That may be one of the best heavy concealments I've ever seen at this tier. Like, holy crap. While moving, 18%. Upon firing is awful at 6. I think I did cover everything. You only have 3 shells in the magazine, if you'll see. Yeah, like, oh wait, hold the turret turn ratio. Is 42 degrees a second. It's okay. It's okay. Like, if you're turning your hull and the turret in the same direction, it'll get around 75 degrees a second. Pretty nice. Other than that, it's a great tier 7. I honestly don't think it's broken. I do think it's a very good tank, though. I wouldn't call it broken, but it's borderline. It's right there. It's right there being broken. And that lower plate that I was talking about was just like right below the little emblem. That little flat part. That part is extremely weak. Your side armor is extremely weak. And if you see that little like hatch where the guns are sticking out from, that's actually pennable with HE if they get like this angle here and hit that little gray spot. That's HE-able. The sides of your turret on this side are very HE-able. Your turret is pretty strong, especially in a hold down position like this where they can't see your turret or that big giant cupola, but like this, they can see that giant cupola and they'll be able to hit it. Now, you are a gigantic tank, as you can see. So, say you're going up against like a Tiger 1. You can just look down at its turret while it's struggling to pen you, even with its insane 203 millimeters of penetration at tier 7. You'll just be looking down on its like weakest part of the turret on that little slope right there, or its cupola, which is extremely weak as well. Honestly, I love the tank. It's honestly one of my favorite tier 7s at the moment, and I honestly do recommend it. And I will be doing a video shortly, within the next 2 to 3 days, over the T26E3 Eagle, because my first game in it, I dropped a great game, and I'm willing and ready to show it. Now, if you have any questions about the Predator in terms of how to use it in a game, please don't be afraid to message me, and I'll actually give it like kind of description. You want it like an M6 A2 E1, the Tier 7 Premium American, except that you can side scrape a little bit better than that tank. But you also have less gun depression, and you also have a giant cupola, but your turret, other than the cupola, is actually stronger. So please keep that in mind. But that should be it, I do believe. Outro. Crap, I'm stupid. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you have any requests about a tank you want me to do a review over, if I have it in this one or any of my other accounts, I will try to do a review over it. But other than that, that should be it. Like I said, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'm willing to answer them. This is Empire State Warrior, and I'll see you guys later.